Hey, good afternoon. This is Alicia from Path of the Sacred Warrior, coming to you from Baltimore. I want to ask you if you have the ability to be focused, even when you're disappointed. Disappointment's going to happen. So what? Get over it. Focus. So here's my story about today, what happened. I went to the infusion center with the understanding that today was my last day of chemo. All excited, ready to party, happy, elated. My oncologist I met with before going to the infusion clinic. We went over all of the notes from all of my treatments, and she told me that there are one too many weeks because of the 4th of July between my last infusion treatment for chemo today and my surgery, which is scheduled for July 11th. Because of the 4th of July holiday, that puts too many weeks in there. Therefore, I need one more week of chemo treatment. Wow, was I disappointed. Wow. However, I also am focused on the result that I'm going for. The result is that this cancer is removed from my body, and that it is as small as it can be. And number 2, that it does not ever have the opportunity to grow any larger than it is, which, by the way, is 2.5 by 9 centimeters. I started at 8.5 and some change. So it shrunk significantly, and the oncologist does not want to give these cancer cells one little bit of room to break free from my lymphatic system, because it is I have 3 affected lymph nodes on my right side. So she's decided that we would do one more chemo treatment. Actually, she didn't decide. We decided together that we would do one more chemo treatment, and to put me in the best possible position, and so that she's not chasing cancer cells anywhere else in my body. Now, I am going to admit I was disappointed. I am going to admit I felt sad. But above it all, focus is the principle that I am choosing to use in this situation, because the bottom line is I have a contract to live. I do not have a contract to check up out of here and die. So I've got to do everything within my will to keep my body as healthy as possible and as strong as possible until I can get the surgery, and then begin to throw every bit of naturopathic care at myself to rebuild the body. So I want to, the song that I put on my Facebook page this morning is appropriate. It is "I'm Still Standing" by Elton John. Better than I ever been, feeling like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing. And that's the truth. So, I leave this with you with the thought of, what's going on in your life that's got you disappointed. Right when you get to the door, right when you get to the threshold, right when you think it's all over, and the universe says, nope, I need you to go a little further. First of all, are you willing? Or do you get into a bunch of resistance and whining and scratching and scraping? And that may be necessary for a moment. But when are you allowed to get yourself to the point where you take a breath, you look objectively at what it is, the outcome you're going for? Are you still moving in that direction? And are you willing to stretch, grow, and go a little further, even though you may feel disappointed? I trust that you are. Remember the principle that I used today: focus, and you'll get there. So I got to do one more week. Big deal. And I guess that's it for today. I'm sitting in my backyard. I'm alive. Got my cat here, chilling. It's not too hot, not too cold. What do I have to complain about? Really, what do I have to complain about? It didn't work out the way I wanted in my time, that I had set in my mind and written on my calendar. Life dictated something different. And so I say yes, and I go back and get another one. So I will keep you informed. And again, check yourself. Go down to the link that is at the bottom, the description area of this this video, pathofthesacredwarrior.com. And hey, let's just keep rocking, and most of all, keep roaring, keep living, stay strong, and stay in the light. All right, love ya. Bye-bye.